And we're live.
Hey guys, welcome into this week's episode of This Crafty Life Live, the show where two crafters spend the time for this next hour or so feeding their passions for all things crafty, and they're going to bring you along for the fun. Now, we've had some technical difficulties this morning, and I apologize for that. Matter of fact, Melody's still not here, but she'll be here shortly, so you guys just hang on and wait for her. But I do have Maymay in the house today, and we have Tanner, our guest, with us also. So we're just going to jump right in. I'll be in the chat, monitoring the chat, and in our technical difficulties, we had two chat rooms set up. So if you're in the old chat room and you don't see me there, go to the new one because that's where we're at. So I apologize again for all the rough spots today. It's just been a crazy morning. But I'll be in the chat, so just shout out, let me know where you're from. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can always send those to us by email at ThisCraftyLifeLive@gmail.com. But just pop your questions into the chat, and we'll get to those in just a little while. But I'm going to turn it straight over to Maymay and let her get us going today. Maymay, here you go.
Hey guys, it's Maymay. Thanks, Vinny. I appreciate that. We have had quite a morning, and it's mostly my fault. Are you surprised? Because the show is on my channel today, so naturally there had to be some technical difficulties. But we actually thought we had it all squared away, and then Melody had some kind of issues on her end, so she's going to be coming in the center point of the day. But what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to our special guest. Now, I have to tell you, he is a young gentleman, but I've been following him for many, many years. You'll be surprised when you hear all of the years back. He is quite the expert in this field at a young age. So I'm excited to introduce you guys to Tanner Bell.
What's going on, guys? Tanner Bell here, and I'm so excited to be part of the show today. I love everything you guys do. I think it's such an awesome partnership, and I love to see when creators are able to come together and create such an awesome show. It's so much fun. So thanks again for having me. But I'm Tanner, and I run a digital media company now. But I started in 2010 creating video tutorials centered around my Cricut expression. I have been a longtime Cricut lover. I wanted to share this story because I got a Cricut in 5th grade because some girl in my class was selling bookmarks. And she was making pretty decent money off these bookmarks. They were custom, she laminated them, and I was like, well, I want to do that too. So I started a competition. I gave her some little competition. I talked my mom into getting me a Cricut off of HSN because at the same time we were remodeling our basement, which was my office from 2010 until just last year. So that turned into our big filming studio and everything that we did with our Cricut to teach the tutorials. But it's been a lot of fun. I've had a stamp line. We run a website, a littlecraftyinyourday.com, where we share DIY inspiration for teenagers and any first-time apartment owners and anyone in a dorm and room decor. So we have a lot of fun.
That's really cool, Tanner. I don't know if everybody caught that, but Tanner just said he's been doing this since 2010. Now, that's interesting because I've only been doing this since 2011. But you see, there's opportunity out there for you young folks. I hope there's some young crafters watching today. I really do. And I hope you guys see that. Don't be afraid. Just try it. Tanner, you were brave enough to go and give a little competition to the bookmark girl, but what got you to YouTube?
Well, so, you know, when you order something off HSN, back in 2010, I don't know if this has changed, their shipping for some reason was taking like 2 weeks, which now we have Amazon Prime, so we want it like right now. Back in 2010, I guess we were a little bit more patient, so they had a little more time. But within the 2-week period, I was like, I got to know how to use this machine. I've got to do this. I've been able, got to learn it. So I went online and found that there was a huge community of creators sharing video tutorials. And I was like, well, my mom doesn't craft. No one in my family crafts. So I'm going to create video tutorials and talk to myself, essentially, but it's going to end up being a larger audience online.
That's amazing. I remember the 2-week turnaround. Now it's like in 3 days. I remember that too. When you started YouTube, you had to be, if not the only teenager, definitely the only guy doing Cricut videos, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was, the quality of the videos were very sad, but I think You know, in 2010, just starting out, they were pretty great, and I think, you know, what was obviously what was able to leave me to stick around was, you know, we gave value. I actually taught them something, and we made it fun. So I feel like if anyone's just now starting creating videos or anything like that, you know, if you're able to give value, no matter what the quality is, value and content is always going to trump anything else. And if you're able to connect with someone on a personal level, like, I mean, in this age, people my age are making friends all over the country. You know, we're able to do this thanks to technology, and it's such a different atmosphere from, you know, different generations.
Tell us, we're jumping way ahead because, well, you said this. You were in your basement. You had a studio in your basement, but you have since grown tremendously. Tell us where you are today.
So today we are in a 1,700 square foot, 4-bedroom home that we've been able to turn into our studio office space, where it houses me, my project manager, our photographer, and videographer, and we are able to create awesome video content for our clients in the DIY space. So our client list is Velcro brand, Walgreens Love, Deco Art, which is the awesome owner, creator of Deco Art Media, and a lot of the Americana paints you see at the craft stores.
So since you do a lot of stuff with bigger companies like you just named, but what would you say is kind of your craft niche? Like, what's the thing you really enjoy doing?
Anytime that I'm just creating, I love to create anything for decor elements, you know, anything functional, fun to put in my room or any type of art my audience's room. You know, since I am anything I can do it myself. So I get inspiration to make different projects. So Friday I was at Hobby Lobby. This is just sort of an example of how the creative process happens. I saw this shadow box frame for like $40-something, and I was like, for one, I'm not paying it, and for two, it just wasn't what I wanted. So I thought, I'm going to make this for under $6, and here's what I did. I took a wooden crate from just Hobby Lobby in the section, one of the frames that was on down the aisle of the wooden supplies. I painted it. I added some decoupage papers from Americana, and then we glued it together. And now I have my own shadow box frame for $6. And it's just functional things like this. It saved me money. It'll save the audience money. And for everyone watching, this is a sneak peek that will be hitting the blog next week. And Melody, so glad you were able to join us.
Thank you. I was watching on my phone, so I didn't miss anything. Well, my computer was restarting.
That's an awesome DIY. I'm glad you said that. Now, Tanner he teased to his blog. We want him to tell you all about his blog. You guys have to go check this out. By the way, before we forget, because I don't think we mentioned it earlier, all the links that we mentioned today, everything, we'll put in the description of the video and also on our blog post, so you guys will be able to go find Tanner everywhere he is and everywhere he mentions. But tell us about your blog and what we can see over there.
So over on A Little Craft in Your Day, we try to share daily inspiration. So Courtney and I, the co-editor and owner of A Little Craft in Your Day, we share daily inspiration. So from the time we started our website until the first part of this year, we were legitimately featuring someone every day, Monday through Friday. And then on Mondays, you would get a roundup of awesome, 20 DIY ideas for your dorm, 15 awesome ideas for summer. A ton of inspiration is over there. We have an archive of over 1,500 inspirational posts. But since this year happened, we decided to go from a different approach. Since we have more of a team creating a specific type of content, we are putting out weekly tutorials of projects like this and all kinds of fun things from our brand partners. So it's a little cut back in numbers of posts, but we have a lot more quality to offer.
So these posts are full DIY posts then. They're going to give you step-by-step instructions.
Yes. And we also incorporate everything from my YouTube channel as well over on the blog. So you can really see, it's really a mishmash of everything we're doing online compiled into one organized website with everything that Courtney's up to with her sewing tutorials. She just started sewing, which she has already turned it into such an awesome thing that she's doing. I couldn't do it. So she's been able to learn that in less than a few months, and she's having a lot of fun sharing her journey with that. We share behind the scenes here at the office, and just a lot of fun.
That's really cool she's doing sewing. You know, I don't see a lot of that on the internet. I think we need more of that, so that's cool. And I bet her view of it is so modern.
Yeah, it's so different, I think, from like average sewing tutorials, and she's really just giving her perspective, and she's even able to link back to tutorials that helped her create what she did and give her own spin on it. So you get to see definitely a different perspective from her journey in sewing.
That's cool. Hey, I want to ask the guys in the chat while you're sitting out there chatting, how long have you been watching Tanner? Because I know I have been for a really long time, and we were talking off screen a while ago, and I was telling him how much I loved his vlogs. One thing, Tanner's a Southern boy, so I kind of get him, you know, so we can chat back and forth pretty easy with these accents. But something he does I have to tell you guys about. He has this very special vlog with his Mamaw, and I want him to tell you all about it. Go, Tanner, tell him.
So back in about 3 years ago, I was daily vlogging my life, and I was sharing a daily video of some sort, just having fun. And every week to hang out with my grandparents, we went to Walmart. We went to grocery shopping. So one day I casually titled a video "Shopping with Mamaw" because we were shopping. And since then I started it as a weekly segment, and then it dropped off for a while, but literally that's all people asked for. It has been our most requested series, so we have currently brought it back for another season, and Mamaw is funnier than ever. She understands social media a little bit more, so she knows she's talking to people because people at her church watch it. So people come up to her at church and be like, "You were cracking me up last week." And she said, "I haven't talked to you in weeks." So she's like, "No, I watched you." And she's like, "Oh, okay." So she's got even funnier for the camera, and I'm really excited for a few different episodes that are coming out because we just got them edited or finished that. So they will be going up very soon, and she is just funny as ever.
You know, Mamaw likes to shop. Where's her favorite place to shop?
Walmart. If you can't get it at Walmart, you don't need it. It's her. She lives by that quote.
This thing. Melody, have you ever watched Mamaw?
I have seen her a little bit.
She's so cute. I'm with you, Peter. I remember when you would bring the camera out, and she was just kind of like, "Why is this camera? Why do you have this camera?" She was so funny back then. I'm gonna have to check out the new stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, even to this day, when we pull into Walmart and then I pull out the camera, she says, "Put that thing away," and then I says, "Come on, Mama, you know you love it," and she's like, "Okay, well hello."
Yeah, hey, my Mamaw would have eaten up a vlog camera. She would have been like, "Put it on me all the time." She was quite the ham. So I also had a Mamaw. We were laughing about that. I guess that's a southern word, but we all have Mamaws around here. Meemaws, Mamaws, Mamaws.
Up north, Courtney and a lot of her friends, they consider the grandparents a mum.
Really?
Yeah, it's an interesting term, mom, and like mom, but they pronounce it mum.
That's interesting, mum. That reminds me of my friends in the UK who say mum for their own mother, so that's interesting. Speaking of, did you have a good Mother's Day with your mom?
We did. We went to our cousin's house and celebrated with them. We ate turkey and dressing. We ate a ton of stuff. What about you?
We had a good day. Your mom makes some appearances on your blog every now and then, or used to.
She does. She is actually more understanding with it as well, so it's pretty funny. But she's been able to loosen up because she's one of the most shyest people I know. So I don't know how I ended up from her.
That was going to be my question. So how did this happen?
Questions I will never know.
Cute. Hey, Vince, do we have any questions for Tanner so far?
Yeah, a couple. Valerie commented, Tanner, that you said that you had a stamp line. Do you still have that, or?
So in 2012, I from 2012 into about 2013, for a good year and a half, I was designing monthly stamp sets that were a ton of fun. But in 2013, we sort of discontinued the line just because of all of the work that goes into it, and I wanted to be able to spend more time creating awesome quality content for you guys. So, you know, maybe one day we'll bring back an exclusive stamp set, or maybe some of our best sellers. We did a lot of like dog stamps and mixed media, was sort of the realm we were in. Okay,
well, you kind of probably answered Mimi's question too, because she asked, did you have any plans to bring it back?
Yeah. Well, maybe. We never know. We'll see what we can do.
You never know. What else in chat is going on, Vince?
Well,
I have a
everybody's
question.
Go ahead, Mel.
How old is Tanner, and how old were you when you started?
So I'm 17 now, and I started in 2010, so I was 11.
That is just amazing, I think, that an 11-year-old did this. And you did it on your own. You asked for the Cricut, and you wanted to do it, and I just think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think, you know, when I attend trade shows and everything like that, when we talk about it with other people, you know, my mom is totally in the dark. She doesn't know what recollections is, or any of the paper, or anything that, you know, we know right off the bat. You know, when I started, I really wanted to do it just because I wanted to do it. I didn't have a parent or someone out there trying to just like push me into a realm that I didn't want to be at. It was me staying up super late and my mom being like, are you sure you still want to spend this time editing a video to post at 9 a.m. the next morning? And I was like, I sure do.
Well, and I think that we should encourage, you know, kids to craft, and a lot of people have told me since they watched me, they started crafting, and they are it saved their lives. To some people that, you know, it's a hobby they didn't know they ever wanted to really get into, and they just love it. And I think we should encourage young people to use their minds in art or craft or any way and encourage it.
Yeah, so Maymay and I was talking before we went live about all the opportunity that the internet has gave us. Mm-hmm. So one of my biggest things is really take whatever you love to do and sort of try to share it with as many people as you can online, because you never know what may happen. You could inspire, impact, and really change the you know, the way your life is going in many different ways. I mean, Melanie, I remember when you quit doing hair and moved to New York. I mean, I'm sure that was like something that, you know, 7 years ago you would have never even thought was possible. Nothing. I remember, you know, you doing your vlogs in the snow. You're older. Were you living in a condo or an apartment?
I was in a house, I think. Yeah. I was ever since I was videoing. So yeah, I was in a house.
Okay. They're just so much closer together. So like compared to here when we're like so far away from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just started blogging only because I started crafting, because I got a Cricut, and I'm like, I want to show people what I'm doing, and none of my friends care.
Exactly.
Nobody was interested in what I was doing. They're like, oh, that's nice. You know, they didn't care. But when I started a blog and was in chat forums at the time, then people were interested, and, you know, they liked what I did, so I just kept doing more. So it just starts out at a hobby, and I think anybody who is crafting should start a blog or start sharing on Facebook, or, you know, start something, and I think it's a lot of fun. Don't you have a program coming out to learning how to do that?
We have, last November, we launched a 8-week course on how to start and monetize your own blog in 8 weeks. So that was really fun, and it's been able to help a ton of different people. I'll make sure to leave you all with a link to share with anyone that's interested. But what I'm super pumped about, and I'm hoping to interview Melanie for it, and maybe even Maymay, is our newest course that launches in 10 days on May 19th, which we're teaching people how to create video content to maximize your social impact. So this is going to teach people how to be a DIY producer, an editor, and just really lay out how they can create video content, and then really take it to the next level by sharing with them how to get an ROI on it, be able to reach those people, and also monetize it, because with all the time that we put into creating, we need to be able to pay our bills and our bottom line, so anything like that. And it's what I love about the course is it's teaching people that may just want to impact and sort of influence, but it can also help you when you're ready to sort of create an income around it. We have those modules set up to teach you exactly how I did it and give a lot of sort of things that I wish I knew starting earlier to sort of help impact my income.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
If
so it's
you
over
knew
30
earlier, you'd be the craft mogul. It's a good thing you had to learn some stuff.
Well, he started at age 11. Can you imagine what he's going to be at age 30?
If he knew more than he already has accomplished, we wouldn't even be able to talk to Tanner right now. We'd have to go, oh, I remember Tanner.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Remember the little people. Vince, do we have some questions for him?
No, we've already asked all the questions so far.
We have one question. I'm going to ask you. Here's the deal, Tanner. You don't have to answer this question, but it's been asked several times. The question is, are you and Courtney dating, or are you just business partners?
We are just really good friends. It's so much. It's like honestly one of the most asked questions because, and for the most part, I love keeping it like going because it's just a great asked question. But it's pretty funny. A lot of people ask that, and at trade shows, I definitely try to be as mysterious as possible.
Well, if they saw today, we're in good shape. You got multiple sneak peeks today from Tanner. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people that have not seen you before. So they're talking in the chat. This is their first time seeing you, so they're going to go searching after the show.
Yay!
So where are you based out of, Tanner?
So we're right outside of Knoxville, Tennessee, in a little town called Morristown, sort of the eastern part of Tennessee, and a lot of people, if they're familiar with Gatlinburg and Sevierville and Pigeon Forge, I know a lot of people vacation there. We're about 35 minutes south. Or no, north. Yeah, north of Gatlinburg. Oh my gosh.
Do you do ever any meet and greets?
We are doing more speaking opportunities this year, so hopefully there'll be more potential for people, around the country when we go speak at events and conferences that we'll be able to connect here and there with different people. But I would love to be able to meet more people, firsthand. That's always a goal.
I was so excited to meet you for the first time. We've met 3 times now.
Yeah, 2 CHAs and then snap.
Yeah, and the first time I'm like, oh, there's Tanner, I gotta have a selfie. Well, I think I say that every time I meet you, I have to have a selfie with Tanner.
I know.
If you look up #TannerFace, he has a special face he does when he does selfies.
Yeah, and it's so funny, Melody, you're one of the, there's certain people that the picture, like, before we can even say hello, like, we're getting our picture, like, it's, before I can ask you, like, what's going on, did you make it to California, okay, let's get our picture. I love it.
Tanner, are you still in school?
I am a junior. I will be done next year. So I go to an online school. I do all of my classes online, so that gives me more of a flexible schedule to travel to conferences and do awesome things like this.
So any plans for college? Are you going to try to do that the same way?
I have no idea what I'm doing for college yet. It'll be an interesting discussion. We're thinking about a lot of different opportunities, maybe taking a leap year, maybe we have a lot of different things that I've been debating. I'm a very last-minute person.
I think he could teach a class at college.
For real.
On blogging and social media. They need that in college actually now. They need something like that, and I think that's something Tanner could do.
Yeah, it's interesting because I really want to learn more about marketing and different things like that, and a lot of the classes that a lot of the colleges offer are so outdated because with the marketing, the culture is changing. There's so many shifts in marketing and digital marketing and what works and what doesn't. So it's really hard for courses to be developed around that because, with accounting or anything like that, like medical, they can teach sort of the same class the same as they've been teaching it many years because our bodies really don't change. We just learn more and we innovate. But I think with marketing, it's always such a curveball. Not that you cannot take what has worked in the past, but just what is working right now is not the same that worked, 3 years ago. So I don't want to spend time.
Social media changes so fast, and with what we do, like I was laughing because I got a Snapchat this weekend, and I don't have a clue what Snapchat is, but I was like, everybody has one, and I'm a social media person, and I was like, I want to get it, and I can see how it'll be beneficial, but tomorrow there could be a whole new platform, and a college course, like you say, can't keep up with those platforms and how it's going and what works. I totally understand that.
Yeah. So do I want to spend $40,000 in a education plus hours of in the classroom and homework, or do I want to spend that money investing in our business and taking online courses to stay up to date with what's current? So we go back and forth at it. I think what I look at is I wouldn't expect to be where I am today a year ago, so I can't project where I'm going to be at a year from now. So we just take it day by day, and that's how I plan to live life. So it's fun.
Awesome. Maymay, do we want to get to our news and the stuff we usually do at the beginning?
We can. I want to tell Tanner this because I think this is really awesome that people have recognized this. Tanner, you are very articulate. You're very wise. Everybody in our comment section are very impressed by you. I have been for years. Tanner's he's our peer, which is so interesting. He's 17, and I'm not saying how old I am, and we're not telling Melody's but you're our peer, which is so cool. I look at what you're doing, and I bounce my stuff off of, does Tanner do this, and how does Tanner do it? I think we probably both do that, Mel. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You all are too nice, really.
We love you. Oh, somebody says you need to be a regular on Crafty Life Live. Okay.
I'm down. I'm down.
Oh, my gosh. My husband just told my age in the chat.
I did not. I just put hashtag 44. You're the one that told him it was your age.
Well, I'll tell my age. I'm 45 now, so I'm the oldest. Well, Vince is probably older than me.
Vince is the oldest.
I am. I'm 53.
Wow.
Old man.
It's getting deep down here, guys. This show, no wonder the ratings are so good. Everyone raves about this. We get down and dirty.
Tell the truth. So, Mel, let's do a little news since we started a little late. Then we'll go back to questions. Guys, in the chat, now that Tanner has told you all of this information, and he's still got he's got one more project for sure I want him to show you guys. It was really cool. I saw it before the show. So we'll go back to that in a second. And also,
and we have a giveaway.
Tanner's sponsoring our giveaway today, and we have a secret phrase. So it's like the phrase that pays, right? That's what we got today. So let's talk news. Mel, where do you want to start?
I don't know.
We're going to start here?
We did our teapots. Yeah.
Got yours?
Yes.
So a lot of you guys will remember that we had Lori Whitlock on the show. The last show was Lori Whitlock. And she had her Teapot SVG, and she was saying it was one of her favorites that she'd ever created. So Melody and I decided we were going to test them out, and I made mine using the Brothers ScanNCut. Mel, tell them what you did.
I used mine with the Cricut Explorer, and my bottom is not on. I forgot it upstairs. I never even thought to glue on the bottom of it, and every time I pick it up, it falls off. So in my video, I didn't glue it on, but I will glue it on.
They're really cute, but you know what's interesting about mine, and I don't know why, my lid did not fit over the top. It fits inside, which I really like. It stays, and it does. But yours looks so cute fitting over the top like that.
Well, and what I thought was really interesting is I couldn't find directions or a video on how to put it together, and I've never done one like this. So I just took it and did my own thing, and then I watched Maymay's video, and she did her own thing, and we did them differently, but we still came out with the same thing.
Yeah, it was really cool because I watched yours after I did mine, and I thought, I wish I'd have seen hers first. Because
I know. Well, I was going to try to watch yours first, but it wasn't up yet. I looked 3 minutes before you posted yours.
Maymay has a new upload schedule, and Maymay's trying to get used to it even. But we wanted to bring this out today to let you know that a lot of you guys were interested in, number one, what is an SVG? And we both discussed that on our channel, how to use, or in our video, how to use an SVG in your Cricut software, how to use an SVG with your Brother Scan and Cut, which I ended up not using the SVG. I used the PDF because the SVG in the Brother Canvas software, no, we got to work on that one. But that did not work. I like the PDF much better. But Mel, yours, I really love that you were able to, people have to go watch it, but you were able to take the cut marks and turn them into score lines so easy.
Yeah, and there was a problem with the lid and the lines, and I want to say that Lori has fixed that. She actually fixed it before my video came out. So she fixed it because the score lines weren't showing up. They were there. They were invisible. Oh, no. And I also like how you did yours, and you could do it with scissors. Like
yeah, you don't have to have
PDF and cut it out. You could totally do that. So somebody commented on my video, can I do this if I don't have a Cricut? So I sent them to your video and how you show them how to do it if you don't have a machine.
Yeah, because Lori's, sorry y'all, my office is next to an ambulance hub, so we hear that all day long. People on my video, when I'm doing Periscope, they're like, oh, it's the Crafty police or whatever. It's really cute. This one, when you buy this, by the way, somebody's asking where the file is. This is at LoriWhitlock.com, and this one is called Teapot 3D Teapot 2. Let me put this in.
And it's in the description of our videos because I actually couldn't find the pot very well. I had to search it on Google, so I made sure I shared the link to this actual teapot so it'd be easy to find.
And the question was, can you do this with just scissors? Yes, because when you purchase the file, Lori gives you the SVG, but she also gives you just the PDF file. So you basically can just print the PDF onto your pattern paper from your printer, or better yet, use some of Melody's designer paper that she creates herself, her digital paper. You can do it that way. This one is using the Crafter's Companion Downton Abbey collection. I thought that'd be neat for a teapot. I thought that was cool. But what Melody did, please show them yours, because I think that's one of my favorite of your digital papers.
Yeah, I did. All the little squares are my digital paper. This was actually the first time I used this digital paper. And then the pink paper is from Gina K Designs, because when we had her on the show, she gave a discount code, and so I went and bought some, and this was my first time using it. I'm like, oh, I need, because it's thicker paper. It's 100-pound, I think, cardstock, so it was thicker, and the color was exactly what I was looking for, something pink. And so I thought it turned out great.
I love that paper, your digital paper. That is so pretty. And this, look, I love that one, and you have one named after me, but I still think that's my favorite.
Well, this is from the Molly set, and if you watch the video, you'll get a discount code for the Molly set, and that code does not go away. So it's going to be there as long as the video's there.
Now, something cool Melody did on hers, I know we're spending a lot of time on the teapots, but I think you'll learn a whole lot if you watch these videos. If you watch her video and my video, you're going to learn a lot, period, about using SVGs and all this good stuff. But Melody used her digital paper on printable vinyl. So where I glued down all my little pieces of paper here, Melody's was pre-sticker because she created it in the Cricut. So tell about that, Mel.
Well, in Cricut Design Space, you can add patterns to your images. So for all the images for the little squares, I welded them together and then just added the pattern from the digital paper that I uploaded into Design Space. And I show all that on how to do that in the video. It's really easy. And then I printed it on the Cricut printable vinyl, took it from my printer, then put it in my Cricut, and then my Cricut cut it out, and so it was just like peeling up stickers and sticking on. So I didn't have to glue these or anything. It was really easy.
There's so many things you'll find out in the in our videos. Also, I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn this upside down. If you need to make an elephant card, look how cute that is as an elephant snout. Hello. You could so put those on a card. And you know what? The way it's got the little tabs, you could put it on the card, flatten it, and when the person gets the card, they can open it out and have an elephant.
Cool.
And
Something else that I thought of, look at it like this. I want to slice these all out and put vellum in them and make a lantern.
It's so a Chinese lantern.
Yeah.
There's like a billion things.
Oh my goodness, Beanie just had an idea. Look at it. Tell Melody to hold hers up. Hold yours up, Melody. What about a giant Christmas ornament?
Like a
Oh, you
bubble.
could shrink it down too.
Did you see?
And I also thought you could put the lid on both sides.
Oh, you could. You could have it like here and there, which would be cute for the lantern part, you know?
Or the
Yeah.
ornament.
You could make it a hanging lantern.
Uh-oh, Tanner has an
You
idea.
could put a little tea light in it, the electric ones.
Come on, Tanner.
Oh, I
Spit it
was
out.
saying that you could add it for the ornament, not just the lantern. That is a really cool idea because I think ornaments are expensive. I like the paper idea for the ornament.
Yeah, now we'll have to do a challenge, Mel. We'll have to turn it into a lantern.
Oh, I already have plans for that.
Oh, so that's our first bit of news. We have some other cool stuff coming. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I got to go to my pictures because I want to make sure I tell you dates correctly. Melody and I are participating with, let's see, let me do some math, with 24 other YouTubers, and we're doing a guy card collab. It starts May, I'm looking at my dates, May 23rd. It's through June the 5th. I'm not going to name all of the YouTubers, but here's what you need to know. 26 of us will be doing videos in a hop style. So basically, here's what that means. I actually think my video goes up first. So I'll do my video, and then I will link you below to all the other videos. And for ever how many days that is, the 23rd to the 5th of June, you'll be able to go watch 1 or 2 videos a day that are based on guy cards. Now, this was the brainchild of my friend Gareth from G's Creations, and he's been doing some guy-themed cards because, as you guys know, there's not a whole lot of inspiration out there for the guys in our life. We can do a lot for ladies, and we can do a lot for the girls, but when it comes to guys, it's kind of hard. Now, here's something else. There's several things happening with this one. One is that Gareth has challenged us YouTubers to not make the same card. So you're not going to see, 5 of the same design. You're going to see 26 different cards done by 26 different styles. So Mel may use her Cricut, and I may just use my paper trimmer, and you're going to get all kinds of ideas for your card making. Now, at the same time, we're going to have a contest. The contest works like this. You'll start with my video, you'll watch each video, and you'll collect some information. At the end of the video series, you'll go enter that into our Rafflecopter giveaway, where we're going to have a giveaway package for one person. So when I say a package, I mean many of our 26 YouTubers are donating to this gift package, and it's going to be awesome. There may even be 3 of them. We may be able to take them and break them out into multiple prizes. But I'm looking forward to that. What about you, Mel? Have you got your design picked out?
I have the base of my design picked out. I don't know yet what the actual theme is going to be or what images are going to be put on it, and I am using my Cricut. So I'm going to try to use something that's in Cricut Access, some images, but my base card is something different.
Mine is inspired from the Dollar Tree. I was shopping at the Dollar Tree, and I picked up this. I don't have it to show anybody. It's somewhere. But I picked up this little thing.
Are you going to use those amazing headphones you bought me, those speakers, in your...
So I bought this speaker, the coolest thing ever, for $1. And I get in the car, and I'm like, look what I got you. I got these cool speakers for you. And so we turned his phone on and turned the volume up. And I put the speakers in, and it literally gets quieter. That's what you get for buying speakers at the Dollar Tree. I should have known better.
High quality sound magnification.
So everybody mark your calendar. Here's what I want you to do. Go to Maymay Made It on Facebook. No, go to the fan page, Maymay Made It. There is an event there, and go click that you're going to come to that event, and we'll be putting updates on that event so you guys can keep up with what's going on from there. So Facebook, Maymay Made It, I have the event shared there for you guys. We have one more thing we want to talk about, and then we're going to go back to Tanner. I promise. We're going right back to Tanner. But one more thing is the season ends with our next show, guys. Are you sad? Mel, are you sad?
Yeah.
I'm a little sad, but I'm a little excited because I know what we've got planned in the summer.
Yeah. We have some things planned for the summer, and then we can start back up. Is it August 1st?
August 1st, we start back. And we've got, we're going to look at some new ways of doing things, and maybe, I don't know, you may come back and see different sets. You may see different things the way we do stuff. Since we've been doing this, we started this in, November of last year, Mel? November?
Yeah.
And so we've been doing this for a while. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot of good things, a lot of bad things that we've done, so we want to correct some stuff and bring on some new stuff. But it's going to be fun. So on the 23rd, that'll be our last show for this season. We'll take the summer off, sort of. We're going to tell you that, too. And we'll be back August 1st. Now, in the summer, for June and July, we're going to come back with what we call This Crafty Life Live Extras. You guys might have seen one of these before. We've done a couple, actually. We did one for the Cricut, an hour-long live show, and then we did one for how to use YouTube as a viewer. So we've done 2 of those. Now, the one we're doing in July, I think you guys should really jump on this one. This one's going to be cool. It's going to, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically how to use social media for you guys. Because, like, the third most asked question I have is, what is Periscope? What is Facebook? What is Snapchat? What is Blab? Those are the most asked questions outside of crafty questions for us. So we're going to take an hour show, which we'll announce to you what day that show will be on and the time. But we're going to take that hour-long show and go over social media so we can explain it. And the cool thing is, like Melody, she has a show every Sunday, right, Mel, on Blab?
Every other Sunday, and now we do it through Huzza.
Okay. So, see, there's another one we got to teach you guys about so you can know, so you guys won't miss those shows, because there's some really cool people on there. And yesterday, I think you had Cinnamon, right?
Yes, we had Cinnamon. It was fun. And we had Ian Garland down there.
I missed it. I wanted to watch it, but I was with my mom. And I was like, I'm going to turn my phone on. I was like, nope, I'm with Mom. I'm not going to do it, but I wanted to watch it so bad. So, I've taken up a lot of time, but I want to go back to Tanner, because I got to tell you something. Tanner showed me something before the show that he made, and I've got to have him show you that. I'm going to click on Tanner so you guys can see him and let him show you this cool project.
Okay, guys, so that all the news, awesome stuff. I think with all the social media stuff, I'm glad you all are doing it, because with all the platforms, even for me, I get overwhelmed, and whatever the platform, Melody, you're hosting your show on now, never even heard of it before, so I'm excited to learn. But anyway, I was talking to Maymay before the show.
Oh, wow.
I just turned a huge cardboard box into an awesome pendant lamp. So what I did was I scored the cardboard, and then I cut it in 4.5-inch strips, and then scored it, where I was able to create these really cool, like, hexagon but not hexagon shapes. And then we glued it together. Let me sort of show it here. Yeah, this way you can see that they're glued where there's little holes through it. So when we turn the light on, the light comes out perfect. And it's going to be on my YouTube channel later on in the week, and on the blog, I believe, like the week of the 14th, or around the 14th, 15th of the month. And we're going to share exactly how to do this with a really awesome glue, because I glued this together with just glue. Like, I didn't use hot glue, nothing. It was a really awesome product that I was sent to test out, and I made this, and it's super sturdy. It's definitely a go-to now. It's like rapid fuse, and I'm digging it. And then another project I didn't show you, but I talked about showing it to you, is a project collaboration with Velcro brand, where I created these seats for your dorm out of these old crates. So these $3 crates from Walmart, we turned into an awesome DIY seat that you can store games in, books. It's awesome storage, but we really teach you how to create these cushions and then hold it together with Velcro. So we teach you exactly how to do that, and that's another sneak peek. So we have a ton of sneak peeks for you guys.
Now, if we hold that together with Velcro, that means we can change them out, can't we?
Yes, you can change it out. It's really awesome, and we're going to have a full video tutorial coming out in June for the dorm season. And I think you can use these all over. Like, it doesn't have to be for your dorm, maybe for your kids' playroom. It's awesome because, I mean, even, like, people my size can sit on them and still be comfortable, but, you know, even smaller children can use these. So very versatile, and you can put this together for under like $10. And these, we used a different type of spray paint for these. So instead of getting that spray paint like gloss look, we found more of a matte finish where it could look a little bit more quality, if you will.
Yeah.
So we were able to turn it into a really cool brass color.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, super functional. Like, I had my papaw a birthday party, and, like, I was sitting on this eating. So like it's really easy to make a set of these for your dorm, your kid's room, anywhere that you may need some just extra seats and you don't really have the room for actual seats, and then you can use it for storage too.
And it could be a footstool, like for in front of your couch if you want to put your feet up, you know?
I love that because we made 3 or 4 of these. So if you take 3 and line it up like right in front of your couch, it works really well as that. And then even if you don't want to put your feet on it because you really love the fabric, it looks nice as like a little coffee table or any entertainment section where you can put some more books and study on.
I can see them for football season because we always have all the guys over to watch football on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's a cool way to have everybody a chair, and they can even put their snacks in it and stuff. They can do all kinds of stuff with that. That's cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's very awesome, and I like it because if you need to take a lot of stuff somewhere, maybe to like an event that you just want to use it as storage, but you also have the potential for a little footstool at a crop or anything like that. You'll have your supplies in there, some additional supplies that you may not already have. You can use it to prop up your feet. You know, some people need to elevate that. You know, so it's a fun DIY.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Tamitha has said we did 15 of those for a special ed classroom for a reading circle.
Awesome. I never thought of it. Yeah, you could use it in the classroom. There's a ton of different ways to use it.
Cute. Okay, we got to do the giveaway. Tanner, tell us what you're giving to one of our lucky viewers.
So, as you all know, I love Americana. I love Deco Art. I have a great relationship with them, and I am giving away a variety pack of a ton of different of their paint selection. So I know everyone is. I think everyone paints when they create. So we have some of the Max Gloss. We have some of the Deco Art Media Fluid Acrylics, which I know a lot of you all are obsessed with. It's springtime, summer, so I'm going to throw in some patio paints that you can paint terracotta with.
Cool.
Outside. And then, this is something that's not even in the stores really yet, so it's like it's still coming out. We have outdoor living. And then we also have satin enamels. So what satin enamels is, if you've seen our chalky finish paint, it's a really matte, and then our Max Gloss is super chalky. Well, this right here is sort of it's my go-to now. It's the sort of the median for both, where it's just a nice satin finish for all your furniture, cabinets. So we're just going to throw together a little USPS one of the flat rate boxes with a lot of variety of paints from them, just so you can test it out and sort of figure out which one's your favorite.
Awesome. Mel, you want to give the details on the giveaway, how to enter and all that good stuff?
Okay. We have a raffle copter section available on our blog, and it's already there. We're ahead of time. Usually we don't get it there till like an hour after the show, after we put in all the links. The show takes a lot of time. So it's there now. It will start at 1 p.m. and be over at 2 p.m. tomorrow. And you have to put in our secret phrase this time. So you have to watch the show to get the phrase. And please don't share it with friends. You can link them to the show to watch because everybody loves Tanner. And the phrase, what is the phrase?
Tell us, Tanner.
It's DIY or die. You can see a lot of different variations of that on our Instagram, where we share little inspiration like splatter paint, backgrounds that you can like screenshot that and use it. So that's sort of our go-to, and it's pretty fun.
So spelling does not count in our giveaway. We just want to know that you've watched the show. So, and our blog is ThisCraftyLifeLive.com, correct?
That's right. And the phrase again is DIY or die. So don't miss that. Make sure, like Melody said, it doesn't matter if you spell it right. DYE, DIE, whatever. We know that you got it right if you put it into the comments. Now, there is a question, Tanner. Can you ship your prize overseas? Because if you can't, we will. So it's up to, so it can be open internationally.
Sure. I'm down for whatever.
Good deal. So it is open internationally. So that way we know that everybody can get in on the fun. Now, are there any more questions, Vince, for us? Did we miss anything or any comments?
Well, we did have one question from Debbie that was really just a general question. She asked, where can I find the Prima card stacks that were used in the 45 cards.
That's a video I did, and I purchased those from my friend Edith at scrapbookingwithme.com. And I know that they were on like a back order, but it seemed like she got a big order in recently. So check out scrapbookingwithme.com, or anywhere that sells Prima is pretty much carrying that. I don't know if it's the Illustrated Faith through Prima. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but anybody that sells Prima, and I think there's lots of online retailers, so check that out. But if you're interested in who I got mine from, it was Edith at scrapbookingwithme.com.
And I want to explain the Rafflecopter, because after the show, a lot of people ask, where's the link? And, of course, if you ask me or message me, I will send you the link to it. But it's in our blog, and you have to let it load. I think that's the problem. A lot of people go to the blog, and they can't find the Rafflecopter. But if you scroll down, first we have a little bit about Tanner, and then we have this video is there, and it's right underneath the video. And you might have to let it load for a second. So I just want to say that. Just let it load for a second, and it'll pop up.
And in the description, you're going to have a link to the blog. So you'll get a link to the blog post, and that'll take you to the information. So don't look in the description of the video for it. Just click on the link to the blog, and everything about today's show will be in the blog post.
And we'll add more links of Tanner's after the show.
Right. And the question again is, what did we say? We said DIY or die is what we said.
Yes.
All right, this has been an awesome show. I know we were late today, but you know what? Stuff happens. Such is life, right? That's just the way things go. Tanner, you were awesome.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. It has actually been a great time, and I cannot wait to be back for season 2.
Yes.
Good deal. We're going to put you in then.
Yay!
All right, Mel, anything we've missed?
Everybody can join our group on Facebook. Look up This Crafty Life Live Facebook group.
Tanner, before we go, say the name of your YouTube channel. People were asking, so that way they can go ahead now and look.
It is Tanner Vlogs 1023, or you can just search for Tanner Bell, and I'm pretty sure I've took care of all the issues where the only channel that I actively post on, you will find me. So make sure that I've been actively posting on it before you subscribe, because in the past I have had other channels, but you'll know the one, my current one, when you see it.
And he spells Bell, B-E-L-L, so you guys will know, Tanner Bell.
And our next show will be on my channel, Melody Lane 815, YouTube/Melody Lane. If you go to YouTube, look up Melody Lane, you'll find me.
And you better check the blog. You guys better check out our blog or our Facebook group to know what's going to happen on that show, because it's still kind of in development, because you guys were asking for some interesting stuff for our last show. So we're going to see what we can do. So keep a check on Facebook group, This Crafty Life Live. Keep a check on ThisCraftyLifeLive.com, and you'll kind of get some sneak peeks of what's coming, and then we may keep some secrets from you. You never know.
And in my app, I have a whole section for This Crafty Life Live. So you can go back and see all of our videos there. I also have a playlist on my YouTube channel. So if you download my app, you can see them all and get all the information there, too.
Mel's way too organized. My app, good luck. So, I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel. I have that going for me. I've got that. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. And until the next time for our show, we'll talk to you guys on Facebook and on the .com and everywhere else. Have a good day, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.